Now, are you a socialist, an outright socialist?
I believe.
Would you take my house?
I would
give
never
it to somebody else.
I would never do that, Bill.
No property.
I would never do.
But when I die, you'd come in for almost everything, right?
I think the people deserve, the fruits of your labor as well. But I think you deserve.
Wait. You just said the people deserve the fruits of my labor. You believe that?
In terms of taxes, I'm not saying that your hard work should be rewarded in other people in the form of other people.
But do you believe in seizing property from the affluent, which is basically what Barack Obama is heading toward?
Well, two things. No, I don't believe that, and two, I don't think Barack Obama believes that either. There's nothing in his policy to suggest that he wants to seize.
Taxation is that way, though. 65% of a person's paycheck, that's pretty much seizing their assets.
Right now, or even for maybe 2 decades, except a little bit under Clinton, the rich were let off the hook. And so now we have to...
I don't know. I'm rich, and I wasn't always, but I am now, and I paid a lot of taxes over the years.
You absolutely have paid a lot of taxes,
right.
But most people have not paid enough. The Bush tax cuts were absolutely insufficient.
Though? Who makes the moral judgment of what's enough?
But it's not purely a moral judgment, because I don't want to suggest that you're immoral because of your stance on taxes. What I would say, though, is that if the people at the bottom are not getting enough, if social programs are not being supported, then we need more people at the top to carry their burden.
But this country is in record debt because of our social programs, because of our entitlement spending.
That is the biggest urban legend I've ever heard. I mean,
Medicare and Medicaid take most of the money.
I thought you were going in the Barney Frank direction. Okay, if you're talking
that's the entitlement spending that's bankrupting the nation.
And that's just not true.
That's the stats.
No, those are not the stats.
From the GAO, they're the stats.
That's absolutely not true. Again, when you look, let's talk about this for a second. No, for the last maybe 6 months, you guys have been blaming Barney Frank and Community Reinvestment Acts and all this stuff, saying that giving houses to poor people who didn't deserve them has crumbled the nation. And none of that is true. Most of the corporations that gave money to poor people and for community reinvestment weren't obligated to do so at all. They had portfolios less than $1 billion. No, they did it because they were greedy.
I was on Frank for being dishonest about the shape that the government lending institutions were in. That's what I was on him for, and he was.